Can't get you out of my head. Can't get you out of my head, in my mind, in my body, in every way. Let's find some non-copyrighted music. Non-copyright lo-fi stuff. Stuff that I can play while we wait for everyone to get the notifications and all that. Ooh, there might be an ad when this starts. Oh, no, we're good. I don't want it to be too loud, but I also don't want it to be so low that, I don't know. I had different plans for today, but things got thrown at me. So I'm a little late, and I apologize. I'm trying to open this like tiny. Hello. Oof, Nadia is back at school, and so I am the only kid left in the house again. Nadia is going to be, I mean, I shouldn't speak for her completely, but she's going to be pretty busy because I think she talked about it in the last live stream, but she's going to be in a play. So she has like rehearsals on rehearsals, plus school, plus work. I usually like to wait till the 3-minute mark because I feel like a lot of people get their notifications kind of late. That is one thing I like about live stream with Nadia because she has a separate YouTube channel, so it gets the notifications whenever we go live. I don't know. Oh, and Mark, how am I today? It was a day, you know? A day. I mean, everything's a lesson until you like die, right? So, yeah. Nadia has rehearsal and her job. It's going to be wild. I mean, I have to tell her because I forgot to tell her before. Well, no, I think I mentioned it before she left that I had been going through. It's after 3 minutes now, so I'll just talk about it. I was going through comments looking for new things to react to, new people to react to. And then just like I wrote a few down. I think there was one on here who was from New Zealand, and I thought that was interesting. And then there was one with Hua Chen Yu, who we've reacted to before, quite often. And apparently he does a song with Jem, who is also very popular in that area. And I think I did one reaction to Jem. But I feel, I don't know, something about me is remembering like maybe her videos get pulled for copyright like pretty quickly, but I don't know. So I had other plans for this particular live stream. I wanted to test out the microphones I have. I was going to try connecting it. And then the reason I titled it New Year is because, hello, welcome to 2020. Welcome to the first 2020 live stream. And then goals is because I wanted to talk about goals for the channel, goals for the year, for myself. And then Patreon presence is because I wanted to talk to our patrons, basically, which I will, of course, do on Patreon. But I know that a lot of times patrons come to the live stream. So I wanted to talk about the idea of presence because I want to change each tier up a little bit to make it more feasible for us. Because it's been kind of difficult, especially when we're apart like this. So originally, I was supposed to get off work at 7:45. So I thought, oh, live streaming at 9. Easy, fine. It's gonna be fine. And then I got off at 8, like almost 8:30. And I live like 30 to 45 minutes away from my job. So I basically got here at 9, and I was like, well, I'm gonna have to tell everyone that I need at least 15 minutes to, set myself up. Also, if you can guess what I'm eating, 10 points. In our imaginary point system, if you can guess what I'm eating, 10 points. I'm going to hold one up real quick. Ugh. So, New Year for Lovely Wolf. What does it mean? What's going to happen? I did put the world map up. There it is. And also I got the pins. Where did I put them? I thought they were on my desk. I got the pins, like push pins to put in it. And I think I'm going to put it mark in Patreon and tell you guys to pick your own color because, oh, I'm staring at them. Yeah, there's like red, white, yellow, green, blue. And I want everyone to pick their own color before I put them in. And we didn't react to Oh Holy Nights yet, which I don't know how we managed to not do that while she was here. But my plan is to visit her very soon. I just have to ask her when it is best for her. And if I can't do that, like if she's too busy to spend more time, then I'll ask her to record her own and we'll just combine it. We'll just combine it. I totally forgot about the one time that me and Nadia did like a split. There's like so much reflection in my glasses. The one time that me and Nadia did a split screen reaction, I think that's what we should do for Oh Holy Nights. I have not listened to the song at all. Well, I have not listened to Fourth Impact's version of that song at all. So it is still available for a reaction. And that one will be patron only because we promised that it would be patron only. What's today? Monday? I have no idea. I forgot to ask her before she left, like what her actual school schedule looked like. Let's just say session, because I know her school is on a different like format than mine was. So I always want to say semester, but it's not semester. So let's just say session. Her session of school right now is different. Well, her like classes are different, obviously. So I didn't ask her what her like really heavy days were or anything like that. Can't believe it's 9:22 already. So, New Year. I want to keep the same schedule. I'm, a creature of habit at heart. Sometimes I resist change when I shouldn't. And I think Wednesday, Sunday is always just going to be best. And as far as like workload goes, we did it twice. You did the split screen twice reaction. Twice. 2 reactions. I only remember one. But it's fine. I believe you. Yeah. So we'll definitely. I think that'll be the easiest route, a split screen reaction. But I want to keep the same schedule. Not this week. Tomorrow I'll be working on a new end screen for us, and I've been thinking about it really, because the last one was so simple, which is good because it gets like the thing across. But I kind of want to leave it open a little bit. Like one of the YouTubers I watch, Curtis Connor, he sometimes, I actually have never really caught on to whether it's all the time or sometimes, but basically he has like his information. I'm changing the lighting when I go like this. He has his information on one side, and he usually has just like a small like phone video of him talking about the information that's there on the end screen. So that would be really cool, because I have the hardest time remembering to thank the patrons every time at the end of the videos. It is one of my biggest setbacks when I look back at last year. And so if we had that, where we just had that open space where we had to record something extra for the end, I feel like that would be easier to thank the patrons that way. I don't know if that's true, but I feel like it is. And maybe it'd be cool to have like a bit of a brighter background. I also have to do the new intro, which I'm now realizing. I mean, I really feel like our intro like clip is one of my favorite things that I've ever come up with. So it's not in format, is not going to change. But if you notice between 2018 and 2019, the footage behind it that's like going really fast with each creator changes. But yeah, that's all that changes. The format and the song, all the same. Blue pin for you, Mark? Okay. Glad to hear it. Blue is my favorite color. I would have picked blue also. I'll be sure to put you on your designated country that I won't say aloud because we're live streaming and that's private information, but I will be sure to put you on there. Oh, I was going to say something that totally would have given away your country. Anyway, I'm really excited to make the new one, because I really like that change. The one thing I've been thinking about changing, though, about the intro is the Lovely Wolf logo that goes in it. It's usually red. I'm thinking about doing blue this time. Thank you. I really do like our intro clip. I feel like it's one of the better things that I've created that is, consistent, and I never really feel like changing it up too much. I just wanted to change our logo to blue because I used it a little bit more this year, or I used it a little bit more towards the end of 2019. And I don't technically, I don't want to always be connected with the colors black and red. I'm totally fine with black, and the blue that I have currently is more like a teal, like really bright. So probably that. And then maybe next year, or if we do anything special this year, maybe we can make it purple. Like I just want a rainbow of Lovely Wolf logos. Yeah. And as far as the end card goes, I'm just not sure. One thing that really bugs me, though, is the fact that I've never been able to change our actual channel when you view it on a computer. I've never been able to change the banner. Like, once I had put it there, I can't get it off. And, like, the pictures are wrong at this point. All of our creators look so much different. Like, I don't even have bangs in the picture that's used in the banner. But I haven't been able to change it for some reason. For some reason, it just, like, keeps telling me that I'm not logged in or blah, blah, blah. Red and blue would be like the yin yang effect. True. Big fan. Big fan of that philosophy. Yeah. So that would be what's changing in the new year. As far as goals go, I have lots of personal ones for 2020. Towards the end of 2019, I was very lucky to have fallen for increasing like my nonfiction reading and learning more things to help me grow as a person. So I'm hoping to really dig my heels into the ground and work on myself this year in particular. And of course, with that includes working on the channel and working on making sure we give you great content. I still want to keep my promise of making one, like, what did I even call it? One straight to camera talking video a month. Hopefully I can move into emulating people I really like in their sort of tricks and format to make the videos more interesting. But that is my goal, is to have at least one a month. And as far as some of my favorite types of videos, which are travel videos, there's one, not one, there will be soon another Spain, well, Spain isn't another, but Italy, another Italy series that this time will include Spain, because that's where Nadia is going. Nadia and my parents and my brother are going there in, I think, July. So they'll be filming that. And I guess it'll probably go up in August because I think Nadia will want to really work hard on those. She's been doing a lot of learning as far as like filters and editing. She's learning too much for her laptop's abilities. So that's good because she's improving. I do my own video editing. That is true, Mark. And I hope you're safe. And I hope that this ends soon. And yes, I do my own video editing. That is technically a subsection of my degree is video editing. But a Q&A reply video, I don't know if that's possible yet. It might be possible if me and Nadia combined it, or just Nadia. It might be possible for her. But if we ever get to the point where we can do a Q&A video, I will 100% do one. Or actually, at the very beginning of Lovely Wolf, we did 10 facts videos. And I think on the channel should be Nadia and Kat together doing their 10 facts, and then Diego and Ruben doing their 10 facts. I don't think I ever did it, and I'm not sure if Olivia ever did it. Sorry, I'm like getting closer and squinting because I took my glasses off. Good. I'm glad you're safe, Mark. It has been very much all over the media. And I have seen quite a few people try to pool their efforts or their clout to help with the causes of stopping these natural disasters or relief of these natural disasters. So yeah, I'm glad you're safe. Where was I before I went on the video tangent? Oh, I guess that was just that was the goals, part of goals. So yeah, I really do hope that works. And I've already got a list of 3 different reactions that need to happen next. So I guess that technically would be this month. I have William Singh, Camilo Sesto, and then Hua Chenyu and Jem doing Light Years Away. So I'm pretty excited about that because 2 of these people I've never seen before at all. And that's kind of like one thing I want to try to focus on this year is getting artists from countries that we haven't done before, like New Zealand and Switzerland or Spain and Australia. And I mean, there's a lot of countries we haven't done before. I'm sure there's plenty of talent out there that we can react to. I will never, ever stop or put down doing reactions. Make an end cap clip with your Patreon and subscribers. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, that's what I want to do. Because every time I forgot so much last year. Because I didn't have one just made. Yeah. So that's what I'm hoping to put in the end slate. End scene, end credits, everything. I just want to make it easier and so that my patrons know that they are valued. Speaking of patrons, so another thing I titled in this live stream, which I can't, it's weird that I can't see the title when I'm live streaming. Okay. So I put Patreon presents because I was thinking about there are quite a few Patreon people who have literally been with our Patreon since we started it. Like Roger, for example, who we talk about quite often. I'm sure that he won't be coming to this live stream because where he lives, it's like past midnight, and I'm pretty sure he works overnight. So he won't be here. But people like Roger and Mark and Dear Army and Spells and Danny Claus, those people have literally been patrons for quite some time at this point, and I want to reward them in a different way than listed in their things they get for being a Patreon. Especially because my new job deals a lot with shipping. So I've learned a little bit more about international shipping. And I thought it would be really cool to make a little present for our patrons and send them out. And maybe doing something like that instead of the kinds of things that we do now, Like if every other month we sent you guys like a gift box. And as far as like this first one, 12:35 a.m. here. Thank you for coming by. That is very late. I mean, technically it's not very late where I am. It's 9:37. But I usually go to bed between like 10:30 and 11. So I can feel it in my bones that I'm pretty tired. Like if I had more than a couple of what I ate, which I didn't say because I said 10 points to whoever guesses what they are. If I ate more than that, I'd want to be right there. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing little present boxes. You know how like you can subscribe? I used to subscribe to a box called Korea Box. So I would monthly get a box from them. And it had like I in particular had like a K-pop box. So it had K-pop type things in it. But I think it'd be cool, especially if we sent to our patrons like, say, a couple Polaroid pictures and like little snacks that are our favorite currently and like a little newsletter. That's kind of what I want to do. I don't know how feasible it is yet because I know that international shipping is expensive. However, I feel like this first one I owe to my patrons because they've been here for a while. And maybe it's something we need to, like, after the first one, I'll get a better gauge of how much it actually would cost. And then we can move on to maybe making it a different tier, you know? But that's what's in the works in my brain. Mark and other patrons who may or may not be here. That's what I think about a lot of the times. It's like, how can I give you guys the right amount of stuff? Because I try to keep updated, you know, like if you don't know, on Patreon, myself and my sister take time out of our days and make sure we check in with our patron people, like posting selfies or sharing little, like, almost like Snapchat or Instagram videos of what we're doing. Like the other day I was trying to learn After Effects, like getting into that. And I sent a little story, a video story to the patrons, like, hey, I'm starting this thing, wish me luck, send me good vibes. Or I posted a picture, I forgot when it was, but very recently, and was telling them about how I felt December went, you know, because it was a month full of posting. And not that we hadn't done a month full before, but it was interesting to do a month full of posting while also having all that holiday pressure. And then the pressure for me of starting a new job. Crazy. Crazy. I am still adjusting. But also, if you haven't been following us for very long and were confused as to why we didn't post on Sunday, it's because we usually take off the first like week of the year. But in this case, the year ended in the middle of the week, so we just took off that Sunday. Newsletters would be a good deal. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think in our newsletters, we would probably put like maybe our upload, each video that's going to go up and when that month. And then like, I'm trying to think of what else we would put in a newsletter. Maybe just like a letter from Camille, a letter from Nadia, you know? And every once in a while, a surprise letter from one of our other creators. I know you guys saw a little bit more of them in December, like Diego, Ruben, Kat, and Olivia. Olivia is part of our NorCal Lovely Wolf, so she is even less available to do videos. But if you wanted content from her, she does have TikTok, although I don't know what it is. But Diego, Kat, and Ruben are all SoCal like us. So during the holidays, they're a bit more free. So they did a couple videos, like Ruben was trying different breads, and Diego made an appearance on that video. And both of them were obviously in the Christmas show. Kat did her trying Asian snacks, and she did something else, didn't she? I don't know. It was a month full of crazy. In the sense that it was a lot. But I think it was worth it. My favorite thing about the year ending is doing the end of the year interviews, because this was my third year filming them. And every year, I think I kept the first question and the last question all 3 years. So each of the creators on the Lovely Wolf Den can look back on the Lovely Wolf Den, in the Lovely Wolf Den, can look back at any time they want at what they thought each of those years, at the end of the year, how they felt, how they looked, how their tones of voices have changed, how their thoughts have changed. And it's really cool because a lot of them are still, well, they're all still growing up. I mean, I'm still growing up. We're all growing up. But still, it's just very different. And I know that there's a lot of content of me and of them when we're much younger. And it's really cool to watch it all happen. I actually got a comment on one of my old singing covers from like literally, literally almost a decade ago. And I was like, who is watching this right now? But there was a comment, and I was like, well, that's why that content's there, in case anyone wanted to see the journey. Because that's all it is. I mean, every year, I didn't include it. I don't think I included it this year, but every year one of my aunts likes to thank me for being the family historian, because I tend to film things, and I've been filming for a while. So even if the content doesn't go on YouTube, there's still a lot of video that I have of my family, and it's very weird to look back at, especially now. Like, for example, Kat, our youngest creator, she is now 12. I started filming her when she was 2. So there's a lot of content from like 2, I want to say 2 to 5, maybe younger, like 2 to 4. And watching her watch that is so funny, because it's like she doesn't remember any of it. She doesn't remember singing Billionaire by Bruno Mars and like asking me why a million times, but it did happen. It's funny how much more talkative she was when she was younger. Now she's a little nervous, but what 12-year-old isn't nervous? Oh, also, my sister-in-law started a YouTube channel. Yeah. So, wait 1 second, because I'm going to get a new screen here and find it so I can give you guys the link. But yeah, my sister-in-law started wow, the rights that gave me. My sister-in-law started a YouTube channel, and so she's going to be doing videos, and my brother is included in those videos. So if you've ever wondered what Nadia and my brother looks like, yeah, you can see him. Obviously, they just started, so my brother isn't as comfortable in front of a camera as Nadia or myself, but they'll get there. It'll be fine. It was really cute, actually. I know she filmed a couple videos while she was here, because there was one night where she asked to use my ring light. But I think so far that there's only 2 videos on her channel. Yeah. And one of them's from like years and years ago. But her most recent video, she didn't film here, but it was posted 5 days ago, and it's already got 415 views, so pretty good. Yeah. In that video, my brother and her talk about my brother's first visit to Gabon, Africa. Okay. Ooh. Sorry. There you guys go. That should be the link to her channel, if you were curious to know what my brother is like. But I can tell you, he's pretty great. As is my, ooh, what did I just do? Okay, as is my sister-in-law. Wonderful, wonderful people. And I know while she was here, she filmed 2 videos, one of which I think was like talking about 2 of her friends came over, and I think they were talking about like college and its relation to jobs. And then they filmed another one to do with makeup, where my brother, I'm pretty sure, failed miserably. So I'm really excited for that video. I let her use some of my makeup, and I think she told me that my brother tried to put lipstick on her eyelids. Yeah. So, my lovelies, any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts about the new year? Does anyone have any cool New Year's resolutions? Does anyone have any goals they want to share? We can all talk about it together. It's totally fine. The best way to reach your goals is to talk about them. Set smaller goals to get your little chunks all the way up to your big goal. Oh, so you guys know that I read Yubara by Jen Sincero. I just finished Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, and I actually got another one of his books. I didn't go in order in particular, but I just started today his book called Increasing Your Financial Intelligence or Increasing Your Financial IQ, one of the two. And I'm really excited because I absolutely destroyed this book. I read it. It's pretty thick. I mean, a good 350 pages. And I read it very quickly. I was very surprised. I honestly didn't think I would be reading a business book that quickly because I had never done it before. And I didn't think that it would be so interesting and so engrossing. So obviously I liked it a lot because I immediately sent out for another one of his books. And I'm excited to read that one also. I started it on my lunch break today. And I'm excited to give this copy of this book to my boyfriend to make him read it because I want everyone in my life to be well equipped for their lives. And I'm just realizing that the music stopped because it was only like a 30-minute thing. Christmas vibes. We're done with Christmas. I might just restart that one. Ooh, okay. For a second, I thought it was an ad. But yeah, so that's part of my goals this year is to just read more books that will better myself. Keeps freezing on me, so you get to go to bed. Oh no, I can't believe it's freezing on you. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's because we're 37 minutes in or I don't think my internet sucks because it seems pretty good on my end, but I don't know because I don't know. I know that sometimes as the end of the day happens, our internet kind of slows down. And I know that my dad is streaming, well, not live streaming. He's streaming like Disney Plus or something in the living room. But I'm sorry to see you go, Harold. Sleep well. But yeah, I want to read more books. Yeah, have a good evening. Have a great Tuesday. Have a great week. This isn't me saying goodbye. I'm just saying goodbye to Harold because he's going to bed. Which also, actually, yes, you should. It's very late where you are. I just remembered what you said, what time it was. I mean, I promise I won't be staying on too much longer. Because I myself am also sleepy. So my plan is, back to the books, my plan is to finish that one. And then I don't know where I'm going next. I'm not sure if I'll buy another one of his or I listened to one of, well, he has a podcast because who doesn't have a podcast? I listened to it today and he had a guest on whose book I remember seeing and thinking that it sounded interesting. And the more he talked about it, I was like, yeah, I think I want to read that. I think it's called The Mindset Manifesto. So I might read that next. And, in this book in particular, while I was reading, there was one sentence or there was one little excerpt that I highlighted just because it sounded like something that I would put in a video. Hello. Right now, it is 9:53 p.m. And yes, I would assume that you're eating lunch because when I checked earlier this morning, when I saw I typed in 9 p.m. and in the Philippines, it said that it would be afternoon for you guys. Who is Jessa Wolf? Because that is not me. Though it sounds very cool. Speaking of very cool, I'll probably post a picture on Patreon very soon. But one of my aunts for Christmas got me a license plate cover. So, like, you know, a little frame that covers your license plate that says CEO Lovely Wolf. So, like, the Lovely Wolf CEO, which I thought was hilarious. Yeah, it's actually 1:53 here. That's what I saw. I typed in to the interwebs 9 p.m., you know, Pacific Standard Time to your guys' time, and it said that it would be 1 when it was 9, and I was like, great. Because I, of course, am aware that a majority of our viewership is from the Philippines. So I try my best to think about that to see if I can make it work for live streaming. I know that if we wanted to really make it work, we would have to live stream at like 2 a.m. here. But I mean, it's possible. Maybe in like March when BTS has a comeback. Oh, so like I was saying, I highlighted something in this because I was like, oh, I want to talk about it or maybe look into it more to see if I can make a video about it. But I'm just going to read it to you guys right now since you're here so we can talk about it. So this is Robert Kiyosaki basically talking about studies that psychiatrists have done. So he says, it is said that the fear of public speaking is far greater than death for most people. According to psychiatrists, the fear of public speaking is caused by the fear of ostracism, the fear of standing out, the fear of criticism, the fear of ridicule, and the fear of being an outcast. The fear of being different prevents most people from seeking new ways to solve their problems. And I was like, wow, because here's the thing. I remember growing up, and whenever I was put in a situation where I had to do public speaking, I was very afraid. I have a few nervous tics when I public speak. Or when I have to do something like my music teacher in middle school used to make us do one-on-one vocal checks. So like, or basically vocal tests where she would have us come in one by one, sing whatever thing that she was testing on, and then, you know, send the next person in. And whenever I would do that, I would kind of like sway. Is it fear of public speaking on someone being an introvert? Now, I'm no psychologist or psychiatrist. My bachelor is of the arts. But if I had to make an educated guess, I wouldn't say that those two are completely correlated. Like, you don't have to be afraid of public speaking and an introvert for that to work. Like, I think you can be an introvert and be okay with public speaking, or you could be an extrovert and not be okay with public speaking. There's probably more there, but I don't know. I do want to explore that thought more because, yeah, when I was younger, I remember there was like, for example, in elementary school, we would have this like poetry reading competition, I guess. Like every class in every grade would get to send one representative or choose one representative, whoever read their poem best in the classroom, who then got to read it in front of the whole school. And I think I did it 3 times. And every time I was very afraid, but I did get through it. And I very much remember there was one poem, I'm pretty sure it was Shel Silverstein, where like it's something about being sick. So I was wearing like a bathrobe that was definitely my father's, and like my legs were shaking. I remember that. I remember being in front of the school and my legs shaking, but I also remember getting through the poem. I never won this competition because, yeah, I was shaking. But I do remember that being pretty formative as I moved on into other things where I had to public speak. Like, in middle school and in high school and in college, I was never really afraid of speaking in front of the class. Like, that didn't feel very fearful. Sometimes I felt afraid of speaking in front when I had to give like actual talks to youth because I've done that in my life. And yeah, I actually think that I enjoy it a little, but I do also think that my medium is through a camera, giving you guys the talks that I would normally give to an audience. You are my new audience. The poem what a weird thing to put elementary school kids through. Like, literally every single grade, like K through, well, this was elementary school, so for here in California it would be kindergarten through 5th grade at the elementary school. That's not true for every elementary school in America. Sometimes they go up to grade 6, but mine only went up to grade 5. So every single one had a representative, and that's so weird now that I think about it. Like, how stressful for children. I don't know if they still do it. I'm pretty sure they did while Nadia was there, because maybe she did it once, but I'm like fairly certain I did it 3 times and I didn't win any of the times. Oh no! I need to put more tape on the world map. I totally knew that was going to happen because I didn't tape it well. But I'm surprised it lasted this long. Yeah, see, some places it's kinder to 6th grade. Yeah. And I know that there's like literally even the next elementary school over in my town does do kinder to 6th grade. So it just depends on where you are. Yeah, but I can't believe they literally did it the entire time I was there. And now, like, when you think about things that you did as a kid that you can't even believe that you did as a kid, like, you're just older and more fearful. Ah, as long as you're safe, Mark, as long as you're driving safely. Oh, junior high is 7th to 10th grade? Oh, that's crazy. Because, like, well, junior high here is like 6th to 8th, and then high school is 10th. Or what am I saying? High school is 9th to 12th grade. I can't believe that. Oh, ow. Oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock, guys. I'm normally getting ready for bed. I'm excited because tomorrow I have the day off. So I get to do all the things I need to do. I definitely will be filming a reaction tomorrow. I'm thinking I'll start on this list with William Singh. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Not sure. I think it's Singe. I could be completely wrong. Not only is my handwriting very bad on this, the pen was running out. So I can't tell at all. Oh, look, Nadia's in the chat. Oh my god, it's 10 o'clock. Nadia, go to bed. So yeah, I think tomorrow I will be filming a reaction to William maybe Singh. And I cannot remember if this is the guy who's from New Zealand or not. I know that someone on this list is. But that'll be Wednesday's reaction. I will do that one. Nadia, look, I put up the world map. It fell like 5 minutes ago. I'll put more tape on it. I honestly did not put enough tape. And I knew it when I put it up, but it's fine. Oh, and soon I'll be sending Nadia a copy of this book as well. Doing Rainbow. That's true. You guys know that in live streams, I like to, write stuff down in a planner because I'm totally fine planning reactions ahead of time. Good, Mark. As long as you're driving safe, then it's fine. Then everything's fine. So, guys, let's get into it. Let's get the pens. I don't have my pencil box here, so hopefully one of these pens works well. My work uniform, actually, for my new work, has like a little pen holder in the front pocket. It's quite nice. All right, so we're blocking out that first week because it was weird. And tomorrow is Tuesday, so I'm just pre-filming for Wednesday because we will, of course, be keeping with Reaction Wednesday. I don't want to change that name. I like that name. Wednesday, for some reason, is a very good day to upload. For us. I'm not going to say, like, it makes a difference in views whether we upload on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I just mean that it works well. Because when we tried to do 2 reactions a week, for some reason, that just not only was the day weird, but it just threw everything off. So, Wednesday is the 8th, and I'll be doing William sing, maybe sing. Sunday, I'm not sure yet. Here's the thing. I was actually going to film what I did on this past Sunday, and then I didn't because I wanted to enjoy the moment because I had never been there before. I went to a cat cafe. It was amazing. It made me want to adopt the cat so bad, and I couldn't. But I will soon. So yeah, I was gonna film that whole process, but then I did not. So I have to think of a new plan. But let's say, tentatively, not tentatively, it's a reaction, so we can say for sure that Michael P. Rainbow will be on the 15th. And then, since we're here, let's do the next person, Camilo Sesto, on the 22nd. Oops, I wrote Camila out of pure habit. And then on Wednesday, the 29th, we're going to do Hua Chen Yu and Jem doing Light Years Away. Wow, guys, we just planned the whole month's reactions. Look at us. Hey, look at us. Wow, Nadia, did you see that? I wish you were here. Oh no! Reaction Wednesday is kind of cute though, right? It's kind of cute though. I don't know why. I don't know. I have no idea why that became the thing, but it did, and it just works so well. But yes, Nadia, I miss you too. It's literally been like 2 seconds since Nadia left. And here I am crying about it already. Yeah, because even though we skipped, we didn't technically, we did. Even though we skipped the first Wednesday of the month, you guys are still getting 4 reactions this month because it's a long month. Oh, speaking of long months, on the 29th, when we do Hua Chen Yu and Jem, Light Years Away, that is also Nadia's birthday, for those of you who did not know. Nadia, this month, on the 29th, will be turning 20. Which I'm sure she's very excited. That's what's cool about the year Nadia was born. She was born in 2000, which means that every year is exactly her age. Oh my god. Can I put my glasses back on? Is the glare going to be really that bad? I feel like I'm making my eyesight worse. I know I'm making my eyesight worse by squinting when I look at that. Oh, I can't believe that I managed to live stream for this long. Because, wow, guys, had a long day. Had a very long day. But you know what? Tomorrow I'm off. Although I have it planned down to basically the minute, because that's how I am with my days off. Because if I don't do that, then I won't be productive. So I have to write everything out. Like, I'm probably going to get up around 6:30. And then it's like yoga and walking and eating and then prepping and then going to meet my boyfriend for his lunch break because he gets an hour, and then coming back, and then we're going to be filming, and then we're going to be editing, and then we're going to be creating the end card, the intro, everything. Yeah. And that's exactly why I'm going to be doing Reaction Wednesday, because Nadia does not have and will not have the new intro and the end card until I create it. So I got to do it first. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this year. Even the hard days, I'm reminded that it's crazy because I'll just look down and see 2020. Have you happened to stream in the morning? Because I remember something. Like, I remember watching your stream at 3 a.m. in the morning. We have streams in the morning quite often because I like to get things done. However, I would much prefer to cater to you guys. Yeah, so even the hard days, looking at 2020 is enough to motivate me to be better and to do better at this point. So the planner that I have is from that same book that I read. So every week has a new quote. And this week's quote, to send you guys off on a positive note, bars, if it's something you want to do, don't wait until you're less busy or richer or ready or 20 pounds lighter. Start now. You'll never be this young again. I know, I also wish my eyesight was 20/20. Although, quite frankly, I get a lot of compliments on my glasses. So that's one nice thing about it. Thank you guys for this live stream. I can't believe that it's the first live stream of 2020. I can't believe that I'm live streaming in 2020. I can't believe the amount of love and crazy things that have happened because of the year I decided that I was going to upload consistently. And then all of a sudden it snowballed into 27,000 subscribers and Patreon people and doing things that I truly love doing. Yeah, it just tons of lessons learned and tons of cool artists found and life-changing music. It's great. It's crazy. So I'd like to thank you again. I know I thanked you in the end of the year interviews, but if you did not watch that video, I'm here to say thank you, thank you, thank you. It has been wonderful, and I hope to continue to make it wonderful. And I hope that I can continue to be just a small ray of sunshine on your face. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I will see you very soon. I'm falling asleep as I do this, which is why I'm doing weird things like this. What is this? This isn't even clapping. I will thank you. Good night, everyone else. Sleep tight if it's late where you are. Have a great day if it's early where you are. And have a fantastic afternoon if it's afternoon where you are. I will see you on Wednesday. Bye, guys. I love you. Bye, 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 bye.